What's good, everyone? Welcome back to FaShaun. This is episode 25, and as the winter is now ending, finally, in the city in Toronto, I wanted to talk about my favorite winter pickup this year that I think I'm going to be wearing for a lot of years. My favorite puffer jacket, I think, ever, and I'm happy that I got a deal to own one of these. I think it's the best designed puffer jacket that I've seen, with the sacrifice of functionality. But anyways, let's get into it. This episode, it's huge. This episode, we're going to be talking about, let's see if it's in frame, the Rick Owens funnel neck, Sisyphus 2018 jacket. Let's get into it. Okay, so here's the jacket. You can see super cropped. Usually there's another like little puff thing at the end here, but I wanted it to be cropped. I didn't want it to go over my butt. I wanted it to sit right above it, and that's what this does. Love the way that this sort of kind of destroys the regular puffer aesthetic, and you get this sort of cropped fit on the vertical, but on the horizontal you have a super long, voluminous sleeve. Very, very warm, full of down. Obviously the hallmark of this jacket is the funnel neck, which is done up by these three sort of buttons here. Super hard to put on. When I first got it, I've gotten used to it since, but really hard because you can't really see. You have to kind of feel it out. Open it up. This is the interior right here. You can see the tag, Sisyphus Fall Winter 2018 here, right? So I love this jacket. I think it's incredible. One thing that I will touch upon, in the back. Nice little carrying handle if it gets too hot, which this jacket is very warm. You can just carry it on your shoulder, or if you're thin enough, maybe you can crossbody it. There's some elasticity to it, but not really that much. So that's a cool little detail as well. I think it's consistent across all other Rick jackets. And I'm not the biggest Rick guy, but there are some silhouettes that really speak to me. I love the way that he changes conformity norms within our society. But the one thing I want you guys to notice is no pockets. There are no pockets on the jacket. There's no inside inner lining pocket, nothing here. There's no exterior pockets. This is like one of the first seasons, if not the first season, where this jacket was introduced. And so since then, I believe in more recent iterations, there are pockets, but pretty wild. You kind of gotta keep your hands in your pockets, though it kind of does look kind of cool. But yeah, that's it in terms of everything on this jacket. The silhouette is crazy, but fairly minimalistic. So the funnel neck jacket is, I think, fairly well known within the Rick sort of universe, within a lot of the Rick heads aesthetic. I think some people see it as a grail piece. I see it as a grail piece for me. When I discovered the jacket a couple of years ago, I really wanted it, but again, retail, you're looking at around like $3,000. That's way too much to buy for this. And when we get into the purchase rationale, I'll talk more about how I got mine and what price I paid for it. But in terms of just the description of the jacket, I think it started off, any Rick head in the comment, you guys tell me, because you guys know better than me. This is a styling channel, not a history channel. I think that this was the first season that this jacket came out. So, it's been around 7 years, and they've made some improvements since then. But I love the funnel neck. I love it. Cuts off just at my nose for me, so cool kind of cyberpunk aesthetic as well. Just a totally different type of puffer jacket silhouette than you normally see from, the North Face Nuptse, something from Canada Goose. Even now, like when this was 7 years ago when this was created, the puffer jackets were all long. Even the Nuptse was the one that I had back then, and it was the most cropped, which is why I wanted it. Now, because of design like this, you're seeing that proliferate into other brands. Canada Goose is now doing a more of a crop jacket for women's. I believe this is a women's jacket too, so listen, as a guy, I buy what fits me the best, and a lot of the stuff is women's, especially in the jacket section, because it's a bit more unisex for outerwear, but also it has that crop sort of look, and I think that 1-2-3 proportion works out the best for my height. So very quickly, let me get into how I ended up finding this. I found it on Facebook Marketplace. I found it from a reputable seller, and he had picked it up, I think, he had gotten it as a gift from one of his close friends that works at Essence. He tried to wear it and it didn't really work for him. So I ended up picking it up for around, I paid $650 for it, which for a $3,000 jacket is a big steal. A lot of people were messaging him, and at the time I didn't have the money for it, so I was selling like a bunch of stuff, hoping everything sells, and then was able to purchase it off of him. And it's just, I needed a jacket that had a different design aesthetic but was good for the winter. And a lot of winter jackets, including, I have a regular one from Canada Goose, and they're just, the reason why I don't like wearing winter jackets, and a lot of people that like style don't like wearing winter jackets, is because it takes over your body. It's super functional and it serves a purpose, don't get me wrong, and it's amazing at that purpose, and that's the whole reason for it. But in terms from a style and design perspective, it takes over your silhouette, it takes over your proportions, it takes over everything. You can't see anything underneath. It's super, it contrasts very badly with even like boots, right? Like these regular winter jackets. Boots and hats and other things that you can see other, like besides, and pants, like besides the jacket, and it doesn't look good. And so this is my solution to that, and it's amazing. I love it so much. Going over into the market analysis, as you know, we go cheap, mid-level, and expensive. On the cheap end, I found a great brand called Affected that does great, some pretty good quality stuff. I think just out of China, but yet, you know, for the price you pay, it's very low, or it's very high quality. The price is low for what you get. And the design of the puffers are very similar to this. Build quality could be a little bit compromised, but I think I saw 200 pounds. So they're out of the UK, but the clothes are made in China. And so you're paying around $300 to $350 Canadian, less if you're American, for that puffer. And I think that's in line with Nupsy pricing. So I mean, you get something that still kind of breaks the norms, still gives you a cropped fit, and still keeps you warm. So that's one thing that you can look into. For the mid-level, I have tried and true Entire Studios. Entire Studios, they have this thing called the MML puffer, very similar to this. I call it mid-level because I think it's around 1K. You can probably find it on sale for $600 to $700. That's what I've seen. And then definitely go vintage. And I've seen people sell Entire Studios puffers for like $300 to $400. So like Nupsy pricing. Again, quality is great, excellent. Great design, which is what you're really paying for, and that's why I selected it. I think their stuff looks great. Cropped fit as well, they're known for that, and that type of design will last you a long time. It's a very timeless design. It might not look like it, but it is, because it covers it's the same silhouette that you normally see on a jacket, just shortened. So it'll never really go out of style unless and it would only stop working for you if you start just growing exponentially, which I mean, you're probably not going to. So definitely for the mid-level, Entire Studios. Lastly, for the expensive category, we have, I think, in my opinion, the first that I've done on the channel, in my opinion, I know, the first that I've done on the channel, it's this jacket at retail. There's nothing else that's very expensive, besides the fact that this jacket is very expensive on the retail market that I could find with a similar design language. And so I put it here. Obviously the new ones have pockets, probably better technology within them, even though it's more fashion orientated and design orientated. I think this jacket again is like 3 to 4K, depending on where you're at. Incredibly expensive. I remember I got this for $650 Canadian, which means for my American friends or for my UK friends, you're paying even less, right? Because our conversion is really bad. I would really recommend, if it's a grail piece for you, holding out, waiting out, getting it at a price that you and the seller both like, because it exists and I was able to find it here. Okay, now that we've done sort of the preamble, let's get into the best part of the videos, my favorite part of the videos, styling it. So we have a scout hat, military scout hat on top, vintage, the funnel neck, of course, Everlast, my pretty much gym sweatpants, as well as some Ramones. You can't really do anything else besides that. Okay.
I literally can't. See, we'll breathe.
So here's the fit. Excuse the turtlenecks. It's not part of the outfit. I'm just going somewhere after, and I have to like combine the outfits very quickly so I can change quickly. But don't look at that. Easy, simple, all black outfit. I wanted to highlight. Usually, a lot of the people that rock this will rock it with an all black outfit. It is what it is. You don't need to do it. I don't do it all the time. Whenever I rock this, I actually try to add some color just to break it up a little bit. But you can also take this, by the way, put it behind you and clip it to the back here, and it has like a nice little backrest. Which I'm just gonna leave that down, or I'm just gonna leave it there. So, or I'll just do this. Anyways, as you know, we're gonna go into fit, contrast, and proportion. My proprietary framework to style anything and everything. With this specifically, obviously proportion and silhouetting is the most important thing because of how voluminous and big it is, yet also cropped. But I digress. We'll get into it later. So fit, as you know, everybody gets fit, right? Fit is the way that the garment fits on you. What you're looking for is if it's too tight, you don't want it to be like snatching on anything on your body, or if it's too loose, where the structure is lost, where it's supposed to have structure. Because I decided to go all black and more of a relaxed outfit here in terms of a casual outfit, sweats, and this jacket as well. Everything fits very, very comfortably. I can rock this all day, totally fine. Nothing is snagging where it's neat, or snagging where it shouldn't be snagging, or loose where it shouldn't be loose. Everything works. Next, we have contrast. Again, you have contrast of colors and contrast of textures. Very easy right now. Essentially, I'm in all black, so it all contrasts well. I always say to complete the circle, so when I have more color, what I'll do is, say this mustard color. On my other outfit, I have mustard somewhere else on my body, right? So complete the circle on one half with the turtleneck, complete the circle on the other half with the pants that they are. That's mustard completed. Because it's all black, I've completed the circle in black. There's more than one piece of clothing on my body that is black, and so you want harmony, you want flow. If you add color or any shade on whatever part of your body, you have to add that color somewhere else on your body to have a flow. Otherwise, you're going to take too much attention to one part of your body, and you put attention to the other stuff. So it should highlight the entirety of the outfit. So there's that. And then there's also contrast and textures where really there's no medium, high, or low pile like stuff on me where the textures stand out. It's all low pile or no pile fabrics, so that works out as well. Lastly, and most importantly, is proportion. Proportion is the hardest to get right. You have to know your body very, very well. And the way that this works is and this is what I like about Rick, and a lot of people love about Rick, it changes your proportions. So if I were to I won't do it right now, but if I were to put this back up, and it goes like this, right? Also, excuse them, I don't know if you can hear that, but I'm drawing it's right beside you. So hopefully that doesn't come up on camera, but right now, what I've leveraged is the upside down inverted triangle. So what I've done is created a base here, right? I'm wider at my shoulders right now than my hips, usually. And then I'm going down, 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 and then it goes to my feet. Now, it might maybe look like a rectangle to you. That's only because the silhouettes that I'm leveraging for my pants, for the Ramones on my feet, they're wider proportioned. But because this jacket is so much wider, it makes them look small, right? In regards to and relative to other clothing. So that's what I'm sort of leveraging now. And I usually leverage the inverted triangle when I wear this jacket because I don't have pants that goes as wide as this, right? It would look too billowy on you. It wouldn't look good on me at all. So you kind of have to leverage different types of silhouettes to make sure that it looks good. I've seen people rock this with skinny jeans and Ramones. I think it looks terrible. I think it makes because of this being so wide on the upper half of the proportion, their jeans make their legs look super, super thin. It just doesn't look good at all. So when you're rocking something like this, when you're rocking a jacket that's wide and cropped, and you know it's wider at the top, what you need to leverage is that inverted triangle with larger silhouetted clothes so that it looks like it matches and again flows and has harmony. But that's it, guys. A little bit of a longer video than I wanted it to be, but hopefully you learned something today, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.